Hi everyone, this is Ria and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my makeup collection if I wasn't a beauty blogger. Now being a beauty blogger, I do own a lot of makeup and it's only because brands send me PR products. I do buy a lot of makeup products to review them for you guys, and I do buy a lot of makeup products to try and test them out and use them in my makeup tutorials, because you have to keep up with the trend if you're into the beauty business, right? So if I was an ordinary girl like you guys, I wouldn't really own so much makeup. I would just own like 2 or maximum 3 products in every single category. Holding on to a lot of makeup is actually a waste of money and a waste of those products, because you will never be able to finish up those products. Before you can actually finish them up, they'll just expire lying there in your vanity, and it's only going to be a waste of your precious money and a waste of that particular product. So it's always better not to hold on to a lot of makeup, but just buy the essentials. Just buy 2 or maximum 3 products in every single category. So with all that being said, let me quickly show you my entire makeup collection if I wasn't a beauty blogger. So to start off with primer, the best primer option that I have for you guys is Colossal Perfect Match Primer. Right now I have stopped using primer. It's been about 2 or 3 years that I haven't used primer, but back in the day when I used to use it, Colossal Perfect Match Primer was my #1 pick. It helps to blur out your pores, it helps to smoothen the texture of your skin, and it makes your foundation application so much more smooth and easy. Next up, moving on to foundation, I have 2 foundations with me. The first one is Maybelline Fit Me Matte+Poreless Foundation. I'm sure every girl has used this foundation at some point in her life. And the second foundation that I have is this Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation. Both of these foundations are medium coverage foundations. They are pretty much matte. They do not emphasize the texture of your skin. The only difference is that Maybelline Fit Me foundation looks more natural on the skin, whereas Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation is amazing if you're going to be clicking a lot of pictures. It photographs really well. Both of these foundations have a good shade range to choose from, but Maybelline Fit Me foundation has more shades compared to Wet n Wild, so you're definitely going to find your perfect match in the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. The prices of all of the products and the links to purchase them will be mentioned in the description box below, so you can check that out. Now moving on to concealer, I have 2 options with me, and again they are both by Maybelline and Wet n Wild. So the one by Maybelline is their Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Now this conceals your dark circles like no other concealer. If you have early morning college or early morning office and your dark circles just would not cooperate with the rest of your skin, this concealer is going to help to conceal all of them, and it's just going to help to make you look all awake and all fresh. It's an amazing concealer that's going to help you save your day if you've been up like all night long. And the second option that I have for you guys is more of an everyday natural finish concealer. This is Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer. Again, this concealer photographs really well. It gives you a light to medium coverage, and it is really good for everyday use. If you have major dark circles, it's not going to help to cover up all of them, but if you have just minor dark circles, then this is an amazing concealer to go for. I finished that up just last month, and you saw it in my empties wala video. This is the only concealer that I've managed to finish up in my entire beauty career. So you guys know how much I love it and how much I use it. Next up, moving on to setting powder. Keeping aside all of the fancy setting powders that are available in the market, no matter how good they are, I would still go for Lakme Rose Powder. The reason being that this is so affordable. It retails somewhere below 150 rupees, and it gives you so much of quantity that you're gonna take like a year or 2 to finish this off. It also smells really nice. It smells like roses, so that's a plus point again. So because of all of these reasons, this is the only loose powder that I would own if I wasn't a beauty blogger. Next up, moving on to compact powder. Well, I've had days when I just do not want to wear any foundation or concealer and just wear a compact powder and get done with it. A compact powder is something that comes really handy when you want a little bit of coverage and just mattify your skin, but you do not want to go very overboard with your makeup. Till date, I've managed to finish up more than 30 compact powders, so I've tried a lot of brands, but the best compact powder that I've come across until date is this Lakme 95 Primer Plus Matte Powder Foundation. It's not exactly a compact powder, it's a powder foundation, but you can apply it as a compact powder if you use the sponge dry on your skin. That way it gives you a sheer coverage, and if you use a sponge wet, then it gives you more coverage. It actually acts as a powder foundation and it gives you sort of a medium coverage. So you can build it up the way you want, the way you like it, and this is by far the best compact powder or powder foundation that I've used in my life. For eyebrow products, again I have two options. The first one is sort of an everyday use product, so I have two options in that as well. The first one is this Swiss Beauty eyebrow pencil, and the second one is this Miss Claire eyebrow pencil. They're both pretty much the same. They both are in the form of a pencil that you have to sharpen. They both come with this brush, and they both have almost like 3 to 4 shades available. I have the grey one in Swiss Beauty and black in Miss Claire. The price of both of them is also quite similar. I think the Swiss Beauty one is a little inexpensive than the Miss Claire one, so you can pick any one of them. They both work just the same and they are both good for everyday use. And on the days when I really want sharp eyebrows and more defined eyebrows, I would use Freedom eyebrow pomade, and this is in the shade Ash Brown. I came across this because of Malvika Sitlani. She would rave about this in almost all of her videos back then, and that's how I discovered it. That's why I tried it, and it's an amazing eyebrow pomade to go for. It's not too waxy, it's not too creamy, it is just the perfect amount. I don't really like my eyebrow pomades to be very waxy because then I just have to go in again and again and it just wouldn't show up on my brows. And the problem with very creamy eyebrow products is that you can easily go wrong with them. So this is just the right consistency and it looks beautiful on my eyebrows. For eyeshadows, I have a few palette options, a few single eyeshadow pan options, and a few glitter options. So the palettes that I have are Wet n Wild Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette. This is a beautiful palette. It has some very pigmented matte shades which show up on your lid in just one single application. They do have a little bit of fallout, but that's completely fine, and you can create so many everyday or so many bold looks with the help of this palette. It has some amazing transition and crease shades. And the second palette that I have is more of a playful, colorful palette. This is Nicka Birthday Cake eyeshadow palette. This is so colorful and the colors are so beautiful. You can use this palette for parties, for festivals, for wedding functions, and for so many other occasions. It's a very beautiful palette. The pigmentation is okay. It's not as good as the Wet n Wild one, but it does give you an opaque finish if you go in like twice or thrice with the color. The shimmers are definitely more pigmented than the matte shades, and the colors do have a little bit of fallout. Apart from these palettes, I also have some single eyeshadow options, and they're both by Miss Claire. So if you own like 1 or 2 eyeshadow palettes and yet there are like 2 or 3 colors that are missing in those palettes, you don't really have to buy an entire eyeshadow palette for that. You can just check out Miss Claire single eyeshadows. They have over 50 different shades to choose from. They have mattes and shimmers both, and you will definitely get the color that you are looking for in these eyeshadows. Moving on to glitters, I have 2 options again. The first one is Nicka Radiant Liquid Eyeshadow, and the second one is Swiss Beauty Liquid Eyeshadow. They're both liquid eyeshadows which dry in about 30 to 60 seconds on your lid. They have a very beautiful glittery effect on your eyes, and if you are not into applying like loose glitters, loose pigments on your eyes, then these are very easy to use. These are perfect for beginners and they are perfect for parties, they're perfect for festivals, weddings, and even for brides. So you can definitely check these out. The Nicka is double the price of Swiss Beauty, but it's always available on a 50% off. So they are both priced very similarly and they both have really beautiful colors. So you can check either of the brands depending upon the color that you're looking for. Now moving on to eyeliners, if I wasn't a beauty blogger, I would just own 2 different kinds of eyeliners. The first one being a gel eyeliner. Now when I started off with using eyeliners, when I started off with applying winged eyeliners, the first eyeliner that I ever used was Maybelline Eye Drama Gel Eyeliner, and this is the one that I recommend to you guys. It is so pigmented, you achieve an opaque jet black application with just one single go. It is matte, it is very long lasting, it is waterproof, it is smudge proof, and it comes with a brush, and the application is so easy. You have complete control over the product. So this is the eyeliner that I highly recommend for beginners as well as for pros. It's an amazing eyeliner to check out. I ran out of it like years ago and I haven't gotten a chance to purchase it again. But if I run out of all of the eyeliners that I have right now, I'm definitely gonna repurchase that. And the second eyeliner option that I have for you guys is a liquid eyeliner. The one that I highly recommend is by Miss Claire. It's their Pearl eyeliner. The reason why I absolutely love these eyeliners is because the brush of these eyeliners is very easy to use. You have complete control over the brush. It's the perfect amount of stiff and flexible. And the handle of the brush is also quite long, so you can apply the eyeliner really easily. This eyeliner is very affordable and it comes in over 20-25 different shades. They have black, silver, golden, pink, red, green, blue, name the color, they have it. And they also have a lot of finishes, from mattes to shimmers to glossy to glitter to a lot of different finishes. So you can definitely check these eyeliners out. The ones that I would definitely own are the black one and the silver glitter one. For kajals, I have some basic options with me. I'm not really a kajal person. I don't really like applying so many kajals. I used to apply them a lot back in the day when I was in school, but not anymore. So I would just own like some basic kajals. I have this Nykaa Rock the Line kajal, and then this Maybelline the Colossal kajal. And for colored kajals, I have this Nykaa Glamorized kajal. Pretty much all of the brands in the market produce kajals, whether it's black kajal or it's colorful kajals. So you can check any brand out. Moving on to mascara, I would just own this one mascara and I would keep repurchasing it every 6 months. So this is Maybelline the Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara. This gives you so much of length, and not just for your top lashes but also for your bottom lashes. It makes your lashes look like falsies without you actually having to go through the hassle of wearing falsies. This is an amazing mascara to try out. The packaging is super cute, the wand is so easy to use, and this is the one that I would own. Now moving on to lashes, if I wasn't a beauty blogger, I would probably not even know how to apply lashes in the first place. But when I used to look at all of these beauty bloggers, their YouTube tutorials and their Instagram makeup videos, I used to be like really fascinated when they would wear those eyelashes flawlessly and how those eyelashes would actually change their entire makeup game. So I would definitely want to try out eyelashes, and for that I would just own 2 pairs of eyelashes. The first one is this PAC 59 lashes. They're very elongated eyelashes and they're perfect for hooded eyes. They make your eyes look like cat eyes. They give your eyes an amazing lift, and these eyelashes are like really affordable. The second option that I have is PAC M72. I've already finished using 2 pairs of M72 and I'm gonna repurchase my third pair. M72 is the kind of lash that would look good on all eye shapes, be it hooded eyes or big round eyes or oval eyes. Any kind of eye shape that you have, these pair of eyelashes would flatter your eyes really well. They are mink eyelashes and they are very dramatic. For blush, bronzer and highlighter, instead of going for single products, I would actually purchase an entire palette which would contain all of the 3 colors. Now there are so many brands offering such palettes, but the one that I really love is by Sugar. I own their blush, bronzer and highlighter, and I wasn't really aware that this comes in a palette form as well, which is why I actually bought all of the 3 products. So Sugar blush, bronzer and highlighter are like really pigmented. They do have a lot of shades for different skin tones and they look beautiful and very natural on the skin. So I highly recommend you check out their Contour de Force palettes. They are really beautiful, they are affordable and they are really good actually. And apart from the highlighter in my blush, bronzer, highlighter palette, I would actually own one more separate highlighter. This is Maybelline Master Chrome Molten Gold highlighter, and look at how pretty that is. So the Sugar highlighter has more of champagne reflexes, whereas the Maybelline highlighter has more of gold reflexes. The Sugar highlighter is more of an everyday sort of a use highlighter, although it is really pigmented and if you build it up it looks really blinding. but I would wear this during the daytime, and I would wear the Master Chrome highlighter during the night time, and I would also save it for special occasions or for wedding functions and festivals. Moving on to lipsticks, if I wasn't a beauty blogger, I wouldn't own the number of lipsticks that I own right now. I think I own more than 70-80 different lipsticks. I think even more than that. So I wouldn't really own so many, but I would just own like 5 to 10 to a maximum of 15 lipsticks. But today I have 6 different options for you guys. To begin with, nudes. I am a sucker for nude lipsticks. So the first one that I have is by Nykaa. It's from their Ultra Matte Lipstick collection in the shade Nefertiti. This is a very beautiful peachy nude color. The second nude lipstick option that I have is one of my favorites. This is Lakme 95 Weightless Mousse in the shade Blush Velvet. Now this is more of a pinky nude color. So I have a peachy nude and a pinky nude. For red lipsticks, I wouldn't really compromise, and I would actually pamper myself with the best one. So this is MAC Ruby Woo, which is one of the best red colors out there. This red is universally flattering and it suits all skin tones. For pink lipsticks, I am more into fuchsia sort of shades, and the one that I would definitely own is this My Glam Butterlicious Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Runway. It's a very beautiful, bright fuchsia shade which looks very flattering on a lot of skin tones. And if you really want to go glam and grab all of that attention, then this is a perfect lipstick for that. I also have a brown lip option. I think browns look really flattering, especially during the fall season. So this is Nykaa Matte to Last Mini Liquid Lipstick in the shade Chai. This is a very beautiful brown color for fair to medium skin tones, and for dusky to deeper skin tones, it's more sort of a nude color. And the last lipstick option that I have is more of a festive bright color. This is Lakme 95 Weightless Mousse Lipstick in the shade Plum Feather. These weightless mousse lipsticks apply so beautifully and they're so comfortable to wear. You can use them on your lips as well as on your cheeks as a blush and just match your blush and lipstick. This shade in particular is a very beautiful plum color which is flattering for almost all skin tones. It looks very beautiful for festivals, during the night time or for wedding occasions, etc. So those were all of the lipsticks that I would own if I wasn't a beauty blogger. And now moving on to the last product that I would own in my makeup collection. It's a makeup setting spray, and the one that I have is by Wet n Wild. It's their PhotoFocus Natural Finish Makeup Setting Spray. Now the reason I would purchase this makeup setting spray is because I've only heard good things about this one, and it is so affordable and it gives you a dewy finish. It sets your makeup beautifully. It gets rid of all of that powderiness from your face and just makes your makeup look very flawless, and it does make your makeup last really long. So it's a good makeup setting spray for the price. So there you go, these are all of the products that I would own in my makeup collection if I wasn't a beauty blogger. I hope this video is helpful for you girls out there who aren't, into the beauty business. These are the products that I highly recommend you check out. They're all priced affordably. None of them are like overpriced except for the MAC Ruby Woo, but it is completely worth it, trust me. So you can definitely check all of these products out. The links to purchase them will be in the description box below. And if you are an ordinary girl and if you own any other product apart from the ones that I mentioned in this video, and if you believe they are must-haves in your vanity, then do let me know in the comment section below. I would definitely love to check out more products, try them out, and maybe use that particular product out in my upcoming videos. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of my new uploads. Follow me on Instagram, the direct link will be mentioned in the description box below. And if you have any other video requests for me to do, then please mention that in the comments as well. And yeah, with that, it's a wrap for now. I shall see you super soon.